Hi guys, I am posting my first YouTube video. This is my first time coming on here. So give me some grace because this is gonna be something very new for me. I've never done such a thing before. I can barely post on Instagram. So here I am on YouTube posting my first video. My name is Michelle Ross. I am the founder of a coaching service called Elevated Hope. I support preemie NICU parents and parents who have children with special needs. I guide them through from going from chaos to being organized and getting some clarity, organizing their lives so that they avoid the burnout, or if they've been in the burnout, they actually come out of it and get their life organized again with clarity and with faith and hope. Hence my name, Elevated Hope, for my services. I'm very glad to be here. Like I said, it's my first time. I just wanted to do an intro. My daughter was born 8 years ago. I live in Toronto, Canada, and she was born a preemie. She was born at 27 weeks. Very, very tiny. She was less than 2 pounds when she was born. She spent a while in the NICU, and when she came out of it, we had no idea what was going to happen. We didn't know. As she came out, she had a clear bill when she was coming out of the hospital, so we did not know or didn't anticipate for anything to go wrong until we got home. And then after a few months, we started realizing that she was not meeting her her milestones. And so we were sent to see a developmental doctor. I think that's how they call them. I can't quite remember the terminology. So when we went there, they sent us to a occupational therapist, and they also sent us to a physiotherapist because also as a preemie, she was allowed to. They had to service her as a preemie for those services. So we went there, and that's when her occupational therapist was not too much concerned because at the time she was still maybe 3 months old. But when we went to the physiotherapist thought there was something wrong because she couldn't hold her head up. So at first we thought it was torticollis. So they diagnosed her with that. But then as we were doing more therapy, we realized that it was more than that. It seems like just her nerves were not responding properly. She couldn't sit up. After, when she was 6 months, she couldn't hold her head properly. So they sent us to Sick Kids Hospital here in Toronto to do an MRI and to see what was happening. So that's when they discovered that she had cerebral palsy, specifically spastic diplegia, which is basically the nerves for the bottom part. So as of now, she's 8 years old. Her brain capacity as far as remembering things and academic stuff is impact. Actually, she's advanced. But when it comes to her legs, she has a difficult time walking. She has to use she uses a walker, wheelchair for long distances, and then canes to move around. So this is basically where this idea came from. When I was in the NICU, I didn't really, there were some support because the moms were there, the moms that were at the NICU at the same time. We were sharing stories and having all the support that we needed. And, here and there, you see parents come, older parents or parents who had children in the NICU in the past and talk about their experiences. But there was nothing really concise, something that I really could go to and just say, I need this help, right? So this is where I thought about that support. And I looked around, we have phones nowadays, so you look around, you Google things, you're trying to find all the support that you need, and you can't find it. You can't find specifically what speaks to you. And because of that, it took me a long time, obviously 8 years. I was starting volunteering at my daughter's hospital where she was born, and it gives me so much reward, seeing these parents saying, oh my gosh, like you've seen it, you've been into it, and look where you are now, right? Because when you are into that chaotic and distressed moment, you really don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You are scared. You don't know if your child's gonna make it another day. I mean, the NICU is very traumatic. So I was very fortunate to help these parents, and I was very fortunate to see that this made a difference in their lives. and that support made a difference in their lives, to actually have to speak to someone, not just seeing on TV, or having a video, but actually talking to someone. So because of that, I decided to create these services. I decided to create a service that was going to help parents, that was going to help NICU parents. You come here, a lot of parents have a lot of trauma, obviously, because of the NICU. And there's a lot of services out there to help them, for sure. My particular service is for parents already home with the babies, and they're just trying to figure it out at this point, right? They come home and they think they're ready, because sometimes you think you're ready, because when you're in the NICU, the first thing you're like, when are we gonna get out? I want to go home. I want to be with my baby at home, because you're robbed of those moments when you're in the NICU, right? You go home without your baby every day, so you want that baby to come home. But guess what? Once the doctor tells you, well, you're ready to go home, your baby's ready to go home, panic, because at this point your baby's been taken care of so well at the hospital. You have the doctors, something goes wrong, nurse is right here, doctors is right here, you have them at the reach of your hand, no problem. Now you're going home, you're not gonna have access to that. So what do? And it's very difficult, because you don't know. You can carry, obviously you can carry the hospital with you at home. Now all of a sudden you mom become the nurse, the doctor, the lactation, the social worker, and everything else that comes with it, right? And you have to have a certain state of mind to be ready to handle that, because it is a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is a lot. We don't realize that when we bring this preemie home, and because they're born preemie, most of the time there's a lot of stuff going on with these preemie babies, and most of the time we have to be very aware of their development, because of the fact that they were born preemies. Now that doesn't take away the fact that a lot of preemies that were born also thrive. I mean, I've seen pictures, and I've seen some of my clients 25-weeker that are now 18, 19, and they're doing just great, right? So you have both, but most of the time these preemies end up having some sort of diagnosis, and this is where the parents doesn't know what to do. They don't even know where to start. They don't even know what to look for. And I come in and I help and I guide and I direct you into that. All of that to give you faith, and all of that based on some of the Bible principles, because I'm a Christian woman and I will help you. So if you are a Christian parent and you need that guidance, and you need someone to hold your hand once you get home with your preemie, or if you already have a special need and the life is chaotic and you just don't know where to put your head, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, because I am that mom. I am that mom that brought the preemie home, thought everything was okay, ended up with a special need kids, was doing good, but boy, it is a ride. It is a ride. And if you don't have your decks in a row, and if you let the fear take over you, it becomes even more difficult to go through this without being burned out. So again, I'm very thankful that you are here to see my channel. I'll be bringing up some tips for my parents and some tools, and I'll be leaving my information. And give me a shout, give me a shout book a call with me. Let's just chat. You don't have to do anything else. Let's just chat. Let's just see where you're at and how you're doing. And I'm so, so eager to support you.